shit, right now.
Oh, damn. I should.
People, what's up? Hi. Wait, we're missing Jure and Katie Michael. Wait. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What's up? But I can only see people at the same time. I can't see all.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
The echo is crazy.
It's pretty wild.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Should we use headphones for this?
Sure.
Yeah, because I think the last time it really helped the echo.
Also, look up. See if I can figure this out. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Oh shit, Katie Michael's driving. Girl.
Oh boy. There we go.
Katie Michael, you win points for being badass and driving while doing a live stream. In the meantime, I'm snacking on almonds and trying not to have like almond skin on my teeth. Yo, how was your Thanksgivings? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it was great. How about you?
Pretty.
I think I officially might have experienced what a food coma is. My eyes were glossy. I was like, it was hard to breathe.
Wow. That's
I went
intense.
for it.
Yeah.
You should see, I had a lot of food. It was like pretty gnarly. But it was like, I had a little bit of everything. So like a little bit of everything, all of a sudden my whole plate is like filled up with like delicious vegetables and like carbs. And yeah, I really went for it. But this morning I had a kale salad with an egg, so I feel like, you know, I balanced it out. Making sure I'm like hitting all my carb vegetable bases. Can we see people when they like comment on this? Where is this showing? On YouTube?
So this is showing on YouTube. Basically, what we were trying to do is do a YouTube live stream because we have a vocal fan base who idolize all of y'all. So we're gonna get questions from them. Can you guys quick yay or nay?
Sorry?
What was that?
Can you hear me?
You're kind of cutting out.
I like want to stay still, but I can't. I realize that I move all the time. Emma, you talking? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can.
She's
Cool. Fantastic.
Oh, there we go.
I was talking that whole time, so I'll just repeat what I was saying.
Oh no.
Oh, wow. I was like, I see your mouth moving, but I'm like, I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, I'm doing all the back end at the same time I'm streaming. So I have like
Sweet.
a billion inputs on my screen right now.
Wow.
And missed the single
Crazy.
button that lets me talk. Anyways, first off, apologies for my voice. I was at a dance competition about 2 days ago, and I was screaming my head off.
Nice.
And
Amazing.
my voice is not recovered. It was a lot. But we are essentially having issues with Arjun's stream. His Wi-Fi is not working so great. So until then, it looks like I'm hosting. So I'm just going to be skipping some of the questions and trying to follow his flow as best as possible until he can hopefully join us again. Thank you all for being here. Hope you had good Thanksgivings. So yeah, I guess we'll just jump into it. Katie Michael, just so you know, I don't know if she can see or hear right now since she's driving. You'll be able to talk once I put you on screen. We're going to go through like kind of character by character, cycle through who's speaking, and that will be who's streaming since the platform we're using only lets 4 people talk at once. Okay. So we're just going to start off with Anna. So I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the broadcasts, but we only have 4 episodes left until the season's over. The last episode ended with Ren running into the room and revealing that everything was still being broadcast, which means that we've had quite a bit happen since the last time we all streamed. Especially episodes 8 through 12 were really rough for Ava Anna, with everyone kind of abandoning her and everything falling apart, and you know, her doesn't leave the room phase. And so you had to be sad a lot on set. How was that for you? Like, how did you manage to go from being, you know, happy all the time to suddenly being very sad and alone?
I mean, I definitely think it was difficult, but I think we've all I feel like, and I know I have experienced times when I like I was blamed for something that I didn't do, and I think, kind of thinking about that, and then thinking about Ava's situation where she pretty much loses her friends, loses her foundation at school, and kind of use that to work with, and then just kind of added on that. So yeah, I mean, it was a definitely emotional time for her, and really kind of like tested her and what she was, I guess, capable of handling, and yeah.
We also have Emma, who's the creator of the show. Here, Emma, could you go into how you came up with Recon in the first place and what the inspirations for these characters were?
Yeah. So the inspirations for all the characters came from people in my life. So I can get into that in more detail later. But I came up with the show about 2.5 years ago now. I just finished my freshman year of college, and I was like home in Connecticut for an entire summer, which is very different from LA. You get very bored. So I just was kind of developing shows for fun and for practice, especially for YouTube, because I love digital and I love web series. And I just kind of had this idea of what would happen if the cameras were in world, but the people didn't know. Because most web series like ours, the characters are talking to the camera. Carmilla and like the Lizzie Bennet Diaries, the characters are all aware of the cameras and they're talking to them and they have control. But I thought it'd be interesting to kind of like take that control away. And I'm a huge spy novel dork. I grew up reading like the Gallagher Girls, which is like a high school for spies, and then like the 39 Clues or the 39 Steps. I can't remember what the book series is called, which is like a bunch of kids running around the world, essentially being spies. And I love like spy Hitchcock films and all of that. So I just kind of went with it and ended up really falling in love with the character that became Ava, who's kind of like loosely based off of my experiences with a small town and coming out. And it kind of spiraled. I brought more and more people on board and got more feedback, and people actually seemed into it. So I went with it, and it turned into this crazy 20 episode show. Yeah.
That's cool. So, Kat, Jones also goes through her own personal journey in these past few episodes. She finally gets to a point where she starts to begrudgingly open up to the people around her. How did you make sure that Jones still kept her badass edge, but showed a little bit of her softer side as well?
I apologize. My Wi-Fi's terrible right now, so I always wow. The feedback is terrible in my ears. Sorry. I always kind of considered what Jones was doing. The whole sort of like tough girl attitude that she was portraying was kind of more of a shell. And she was always a very emotionally vulnerable character underneath. So being friends with people who were okay showing that allowed her to begin to drop her tough girl act and start more. Like that this character is really, this is the best word to put it, and she's been through a lot in her life. So I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. It's the chance to, I think it's the chance for her to begin processing 16, 17 14 years of pain that she's been feeling. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. So we have a viewer on here, Wayhot Kioin. Am I pronouncing that right? Wayhot Kiokian? Yeah. Um, and they said that they love our videos. So yay. Do
Cute.
you have any questions for us? I'm gonna wait for them to ask a question before we go further. Yeah. So while we wait for them to respond, so apparently, on set, unfortunate accidents were a thing. I think some of you mentioned a concussion of some sort, and there was also a hand injury involved in some boxing sequence. What was that like? How did that happen?
Kat, do you want to go first or should I?
I'll go first.
Go for it.
So I learned box for the episodes. I don't remember where it is, but I don't know how to play punches. Right. So take the bid before we sat down to talk about feelings, background, and shit. I managed to land on the bag that was wrong and a little. So bruise that developed kind of like right here. My whole hand was. I didn't even notice that it was swollen until we finished shooting. I looked down at my hand and I'm like, oh, I hadn't broken anything, thank God, but that was an interesting time.
Yeah. So I had a different injury. Thankfully, Kat didn't like sue me or anything for her hand injury. But fun fact, the last episode of the season is the longest episode and was one of the hardest to film. It was like 20 pages. We expect it to be around 15 minutes long. We're still finalizing edits. It's full cast. It's crazy. We tried to shoot it in a day, and I was directing, but a wall fell on my head the night before. Because the blue wall in all of the scenes from their bedroom is actually a fake wall. It wasn't part of the building we were in, and we took it down every night. But we were in the process of taking it down and hadn't finished, and I was in the set working on notes for the next day. And the wall just completely fell and landed directly on the back of my head. And I have had like 4 concussions before and get them very easily. And I ended up concussed for this extremely long shoot that involved there were like 8 actors, 8 or 9, because we have extras. There. Oh.
While we wait for Emma to get back on, so Victoria, did you know that Ren has sort of become this really magnetic, captivating, and fascinating queer icon for a lot of people?
I did not know that.
We're getting Tumblr thirst posts.
What?
We're getting a lot of comments. We're getting a lot of comments about Ren on Tumblr and how popular the character has become, and just in general.
Listen.
It's a very self-aware character in that they're conscious and like openly queer, and so the character just inspired a lot of people.
That's really sweet. Shit. Can I say that on the internet? I'm not really sure. Crap.
Yeah.
Listen, I need someone to like tutor me on Tumblr. I'm a grandpa, so I need someone. I need someone with a youthful energy to teach me how to Tumblr, because I don't know how to Tumblr. So, but that's so sweet. I had no idea. That's really great to hear. I feel like my goal as a performer in general is to represent queer Latinx people on screen, and I, with that exact end of like doing something where people can see themselves on screen and feel represented and feel like, hey, like that's me and that's normal and that's okay, and just like, you know, stir them into confidence, and that's wonderful. I'm glad that that's happening, and that makes me so happy. So keep at it, you beautiful queers. Just like go out there and flaunt it. I am here for you guys, and I'm glad that you're loving it. So, yay rainbows and non-binary flags and trans flags and all the beautiful colors of what we are.
Yeah, it's amazing to see the impact that Ren has had on people in general. We have a question from Noah. He's asking, did anybody try to audition for another character or role before they landed the part that they currently portray?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's here? I can't hear. I can't see. Is this you? Hey, what's up? I lost the voice.
So yeah, I think when I first auditioned, I think I was actually auditioning for Riley. And then, first I auditioned for Riley, and then I think we had, what is it called? When you video auditions, self-tape. Thank you. We had a self-tape, and they gave me Riley, and then also Ava, who was actually named something else. So yeah, and so I did a self-tape for that, and then after that we had chemistry reads, and it was still kind of deciding between if I was going to be playing Ava or Riley, but I think it seemed like they were a little bit more set on Ava, because I had read a little bit more for her. But yeah, it was between those two, and I'm really glad that Katie Michael got Riley, because she's amazing at it. So.
Yeah, Katie in the house.
Woo!
I auditioned for Ren and Jones, but I feel like the second I read for Ren, like everything was like just like for the chemistry reads, I was mainly reading for Ren. Like 95% of the chemistry reads, I was reading for Ren. So, yeah, Ren all the way.
In these past few episodes, first of all, she shoots her shot with Taylor, and they're officially a thing now. She also addressed some of her inner turmoil in episode 13, where she talked to Ava about parents. Katie Michael, how did you portray the sort of emotional gauntlet that Riley happiness and contentment with her newfound relationship with Taylor? Is my mic not?
Hi. So it looks like Katie Michael's mic is not working, which is not ideal, but she's driving. So that does kind of make sense. Katie Michael, if you do get the chance to fix your mic, let us know. I'll play you back for a sec so you can check it out. Sadly, it looks like Katie Michael's mic isn't working. So Arjun, maybe we gotta move on to the next question.
Yeah, cool. We also shot a Halloween episode where all of the characters got to play dress up. What is that like for everybody?
On my end, I mean, like, I already knew, like, I was like, I know we were like talking about like what to potentially be wearing. Originally, I was gonna be Superman, which I also have the outfit to be Superman. But like we went from like the more obscure like Mal from Lumberjanes, because I look just like Mal from Lumberjanes. So and I also have all the outfit. But it was so much fun to see everybody, like everybody's get up. It was a night shoot, but it kind of just like adds to the Halloween spook. So it was quite fun. Had a good time. Also, popcorn and pizza was like a solid choice.
Yeah, apparently there were Jello shots also going around. Somebody told me that. Were there actual Jello shots or just Jello shots in general? And how many did you guys have to actually drink? Because it seems like there must be a lot of takes for any specific scene. So you guys must have had to go through a lot of them.
No one told me they were actual Jello shots.
They were not real Jello shots.
Huh?
Yeah, they weren't real Jello shots, but we did have to make like 60 of them, I think. We had like plates and plates. We made 3 boxes of Jello for this one shoot because Kat had to take them like constantly, like every other shot almost. She had to be taking a Jello shot, and we were afraid that we were going to run out. Oh, we did not. We had so much Jello. But I got a lot of shit from Kat because she hates Jello, and I wrote that into the script. And I got some angry text messages after I told her that.
Amazing.
Yeah, Emma, could you talk a little bit about what was the inspiration behind Jones's character? Just because we're talking about Jello shots.
Yeah, Kat was the inspiration for her own character, actually, completely by accident. We were actually roommates for 2 years before shooting Recon. We met like something crazy, like almost 3 years ago now, which is far too long. But we were friends, and obviously she was my roommate, and I kind of subconsciously wrote her into the script. And I didn't realize until we had gone to casting, and I was kind of like, I was writing out kind of the character description for Jones, like loves weapons, weird European accent, kind of a badass. Kat always has at least one knife on her, always a pair of brass knuckles. And she has like this weird British accent. It's cute, but weird. And so I was just going through that, and I was like, oh shit, this is Kat. And so I just texted her, and I was like, hey, I have this role, and I think you might be good for it. Would you read? And we brought her in for chemistry reads, and it ended up working really well. So obviously she made it through and got cast, but it was really just accidentally Kat in the show.
That's amazing.
I didn't realize, but I literally just took Kat.
I know you talked about the inspiration for Anna's character, but what about Ren? What experiences did you draw upon when you were writing Ren's character?
Yeah. So Ren was initially based on my real life partner, who I've been with for about 2 years now. And kind of like how long it took us to get together. Kat can attest to this because we were living together at the time. But it took us a solid 6 months of clearly having feelings for each other to finally start going out. And that kind of like friendship turned into something more was kind of the source of that, because my current partner is the only person who's not a guy who I've ever dated. And it was really like interesting and kind of a challenge for me to kind of move into that relationship. And my partner is such a dork and also took forever to realize what was happening. And that dynamic really made me grow as a person and kind of examine my own queer identity more. And so it felt like a natural foil for Ava, who was just kind of like coming out of the closet and figuring everything out. And so it just made sense. Yeah.
Cool. We also have a couple of questions from we have a question from Weihad Kyokian. Who are y'all's favorite characters in the show?
Is it me? Where are we at? I love the company. I like the combination of all of them. I feel like, if anything, like favorite character, identify with both like Riley and Ren. I feel like Riley and Ren I identify with, but I want to be a Jones. Yeah. Those are like my, yeah.
I would have to say, I have to say Jones. I mean, she's kick butt. She knows, she's very kind of like, she knows who she is. And she just, yeah, I love the badass part of her. And, but then also she's got some heart to her, which is, yeah, which makes her, you know, really, really strong and wonderful character. So, yeah.
Kat, what about you?
Kat's mic is not working apparently. So Kat, if you want to like text me answers, I can read them for you. But her mic's not working. Lots of technical difficulties around here, but I can answer. Maybe. Actually, no, I can't. I love them all so much. I truly don't have a favorite. Like, they're all my babies. I love each and every one of them. I think maybe Taylor is the one I most relate to, because I am just as like type A and mom friendly as Taylor is, and as Joray is. Joray, who plays Taylor, is a natural mom friend, apparently. So, yeah.
Another question that they had was, are you guys gonna film a holiday special? Is that on the cards?
Ooh. Yeah, because we did Halloween. Have a little holiday special.
Season 2 maybe, but yo, I'm trying to just get these episodes out. I don't have time to film a new one.
Yeah, so what are some of y'all's favorite moments in the upcoming episodes? We have a lot of stuff coming up. There's apparently some sort of duel. There is a hacking montage of some sort, and there's a duet as well.
Oh yeah. I feel like seeing seeing Riley and Ren singing in Japanese is probably like something that I'm very much looking forward to. That was fun. We learned that song that morning. We were just like, all right, here we go. Let's do this. Let's learn it. Let's make it happen. Let's just shoot this. And we did. It was magical.
Yeah, Kat texted me and also wants to bring up the lightsaber fight that is about to happen with Jones and Ren.
Was that spoiler? Oh my god.
Well, they don't know when it's happening or why.
Oh, it's true.
I don't know what it's about. So
you can see I clearly have an affinity for lightsabers and swords over here. What's up? Real life nerd, people. It's a real life nerd. Oh, this computer is heavy. Okay, I'm over it.
Anna, what about you?
Favorite moments coming up. I think it's all of us together in that small room and us trying to figure out, you know, what to do. I think that's just the energy of all of us, and kind of the choreography, us trying to like maneuver around each other and make it work. I think that's
that finale.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, and it was quite a challenge, but I think we hopefully did a good job with it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we've been getting a lot of ships. We've actually broken them down by popularity. There's one very popular ship, and then there's another very popular ship. But it may be
Grandpa question. Is a ship a relationship, or is it like a ship, like a vessel that goes on water?
So a ship is essentially okay, I'm feeling weird because I'm mansplaining shit now. So a ship is essentially.
It's all good. I'm grandpa over here. I don't understand the lingo of.
So a ship is essentially two people who you root to be together.
Gotcha. Oh wow, cute. So it's not a relationship. It's just, but it is sounding like okay. I get it.
Yeah, it's like Ross and Rachel and Friends. Like when they're apart, you sort of ship them, and you want them to be together, or
adorable.
Yeah. So can you guess what the favorite ship of the viewers is? Off the top of your head.
I can definitely see people thinking that Ren and Ava are gonna end up together, but also like I've Ren and Jones. What?
Ooh.
Scandalous. It's a very scandalous one.
Yeah.
Ren and Jones is actually out there. There are a couple of people who ship it pretty hard.
Whoa.
I've gotten some DMs on Tumblr saying like, Ren Jones is my OTP. And we also have Noah saying Ren with everyone is their OTP.
Wait, so what does OTP mean? I'm too old.
You guys are shipped with everyone.
Okay, wait. Oh, one true pairing. Sorry, I'm Grandpa over here is Googling what OTP means. Oh God, this is embarrassing. Great, lovely. This is great. I'm glad that Ren can match with everyone. I mean, Ren is a very charming fellow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just could be. Just gets along with everyone. Hasn't really had any riffs, you know. So we Gucci, you know. We're making it happen. Thank you, Noah. What's up? How you doing?
Anna, what about you? What's your favorite ship?
My favorite ship?
Yeah.
I mean, I really love Riley and Taylor. I think they're super cute, and you can just see The chemistry.
That's a cute one.
So, actually, Anna,
Yes.
you were right. Riley and Taylor is actually one of the more popular ships. The most popular one by far right now is Ava and Jones.
Oh shit!
Jones.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, that is amazing. Oh, that's real good. That's real good. Also, I mean, like, I can definitely see that. I mean, like, Jones and Ava are roommates already. I mean, like, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's one that took me by surprise. So I get a lot of actually like private messages on Tumblr about the show. Like it's not so much in the tags, but I talk to a lot of the viewers personally, and yeah, I've been really surprised by that one. I thought it was like super clear who like we were trying to get to be shipped, but I've been constantly surprised. Like everyone is just like shipping the most surprising couples for me. Like I would have never put Ava and Jones together, but it's there and it's out there, and yeah, it's been wild.
Yo, that's cute.
It is.
That's
It
real
is pretty
cute.
cute. I've got to.
I'm about
I've gotta
it.
give it to the viewers. They might be
Yeah,
more
yeah,
than I am.
I've seen the episodes. I see the chemistry. Where do you see these things? I'm sorry. I'm trying to be on Tumblr right now and understand, and I don't understand. I'm so confused. Oh my god. These are cute though. Oh my gosh.
So another question from Noah. Sorry, not Noah, Cass. Will you ever release bloopers, or are there any funny stories you could share?
Wait, what was the question?
Will you ever release any bloopers? I think this is more of an Emma question. Will you ever release any bloopers, or are there any funny stories you could share?
We do have a blooper reel. We will maybe release it at some point. It was actually for our crowdfunding campaign. We showed it at the wrap party. We have so many bloopers. I hope we'll get a chance to like show everyone at some point. Kat wants me to bring up the time she accidentally hit Anna with a Post-it note from episode 14 when Kat is throwing Post-it notes at Ren to get Ren to stop like messing with Ava. And there's one take where Jones hits, or Kat hits Anna directly in the face, even though Anna's supposed to pretend to be sleeping. And Kat tried to like keep going with the scene and just couldn't, and ends up just kind of like breaking into laughter. And that's a pretty solid one. I think that might be in the blooper reel.
It is.
Hopefully release it. Do you guys want us to release that at some point?
Yeah,
Let us know
I'm so
on,
down.
like, yeah, and the audience too. Let us know on like Tumblr, Twitter, whatever. Like if you want us to send that out, and hopefully Kat is messaging me in all caps to release it. So apparently I'm supposed to release it. There was also there were a couple takes where Krista, who was one of the directors and the director of photography, she was on top of the bed because the bunk bed is pretty precarious because there's not actually a mattress on it, on the top bunk. And Krista was like lying on top of it with the camera like dangling from its tripod to get a shot of Katie Michael. And before we brought you guys on set, there was one where she just dropped it a little bit and it like almost fell because she was experimenting. Oh my god, my lights are on timers in my apartment, but she was experimenting and kind of messed it up a little. But that's the only one I can think of. Anyone else have like good moments?
I'm trying to think. I feel like there was like a time for the Halloween episode. There was an actual time where like I was hidden in the closet for so long that y'all forgot that I was there. And like I scared, and it wasn't like a really bad scare, but it was like I like came out and people were like, "What the fuck? You were still there?" And I was like, "Yeah." Busted. But it wasn't that bad. Yeah, I don't have too terrible. I feel like the only thing that I have is like my popsicle story that I had to like eat so many. That was it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, episode 2. We had to send a PA offset because Ava and Ren were eating those popsicles, and we went through so many that we ran out.
It was a hot day.
And we had to just like run to ours.
It was a hot day. It was indeed.
Yeah, the cat wants me to bring up the set cat, who is my kitten. So I'll try and find a picture of her really quickly, but if you guys can talk for a sec, I'm gonna do some behind the scene things. Explain who April is.
April was our set cat. Is Emma's cat, and it was a kitten, and it was amazing. It was like every time we were done filming, we would go into the room and hang out with the cat, and it was just amazing to have this little guy with us.
It was my best friend for sure.
Was that Katie Michael's voice?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You're in.
What's up? I'm in a parking garage, so I don't know how well it all is.
Yeah, kitty, cat, meow, meow. Kitty, was it? Kitty,
Kitty,
meow, meow.
Meow meow. Meow meow, kitty cat. Kitty cat, meow meow.
There was a cute moment where like I was trying to flip the pages on the script, and like she was just kept like trying to like eat the paper, and I was like, "No, girl, you gotta stay there. You gotta stay. Don't eat the paper. I need that." She was cute
though. Katie Michael, are you still there?
Yeah. Is this?
Right now, the question real quick.
I'm just trying to get like a. Oh shit! Sorry. Oh,
What?
hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
That's a picture of the cat, I think, on the stream.
Yeah.
And I think that's Katie Michael with the cat at the bottom.
Yep.
That's April. So yeah, a question that we had was that Riley really goes through her own emotional ringer in episodes 8 to 12, and finally gets to a point where she's happy and content because of her newfound relationship with Taylor. How did you like portray all of the sort of gauntlet that Riley goes through?
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of pulled my own emotional baggage, changed the names and situations around, and then there you go.
And what's your favorite ship on the show?
I don't know. I mean, I'm big, you know. I like my own. Me and Taylor. I felt like Riley and Ren could have totally had something if like it was a different season. You know what I mean?
Riley and Ren definitely get up to some antics in the next few episodes, but that mostly came from you and Victoria. You guys got up to no good.
Yeah.
Lots of singing on set. But actually,
just like our own.
Mm-hmm. But on the Riley Taylor note, the reason that we actually ended up casting Michael was because of her crazy chemistry with Joray, who we had already cast. Because we called Katie Michael back in like first round. We loved her, but she wasn't able to make callbacks. And then we couldn't find a Riley that we loved. Called Katie Michael back in, and as soon as we put her in the room with Joray, we knew. Like, you guys didn't know this, but like as soon as the two of you left like that room, we were just like, holy shit. Like a lot of like we had like chills. Like we did not expect it, and you guys just like went really hard. We have that video too. Maybe we'll also post that. But like your chemistry with Joe Ray was so intense that we knew instantly.
Yeah, it's funny because like Riley was the last character I read for. I came in for Jones first, and then I read for Ava, and then it was Riley.
Yeah, because actually what happened a lot during the casting process is that we fell in love with all of you, and we were just like, how do we make this work? Like what combination of characters is going to get all of you in like a role that you will like be great at, and like the chemistry will work. And we like were all so thrilled with like the final situation. Like I think literally everyone in the cast read for multiple roles. Even Kat, who we called in specifically for Jones, at one point read for Riley. And we just ended up with like this great mix, and we're so happy with it.
Love it.
Apparently, usually when a TV show ends, you take down the set, and it all happens very gradually, very slowly. But on the last day of filming, after the wrap party, there was something that just like completely destroyed the house. What happened there?
What?
Yeah, what?
There's some. Yeah, something happened.
Okay, so only Kat and I and Arjun know about this.
I know, it was like, I had no idea.
Yeah, so we went back to set after our wrap party. I kind of just like hang out a little bit, mostly the crew, but Kat knows all of us because we actually all go to school together. And the water line, like the pipe broke in our laundry room on set because it's also a house. And we just like came back, and within 10 minutes, just like there was water everywhere. It was like flooded. We were calling the landlord. No one picked up. And my partner had to like run into the laundry room where there was just like a stream of water coming out and try and like fix it.
Shit.
It was crazy. Like it made it actually on into the room where the set was. It was so bad. And just like the entire floor was covered. And I'm very glad that did not happen while we were shooting.
You know, for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was rough. April didn't like it. She was not a fan.
Oh my bed. Cutie.
We also had Jones, Ava, and Taylor take up video game avatars in the latest episode. Victoria, what avatar do you think Ren would be?
Oh shoot. I feel like some sort of druid, the forest creature, fairy. Yeah. Something on those lines. Yeah.
I can definitely see that. Yeah.
Someone that's like a helper of sorts.
Mm-hmm. So we have another observation by Vihot Kyokian. They say their top ships are Ren Ava and Ava Jones, and also that Ava and Jones remind them of Carmilla and. Any thoughts on that?
Sorry, you cut out.
We should really look into this like Ava Jones shit that's happening. I'm like vouching for it at this point. I'm just like, yeah, totally.
I'll think about that one.
I mean, we still have like 4 more episodes to go, so like people don't know yet. But like also, do we know yet? Like we never really know. But like, do we know? I mean, I'm not gonna spoil the makeout session, but it's fine. Just kidding.
Yeah,
totally.
some shit happens. at the end of the season. So
What?
I'm going to apologize to our viewers in advance. It's about to get real. You're going to end with a lot of questions. Yeah, but I don't know if you guys have seen Carmilla. It's a queer web series that is our contemporary and the biggest queer web series out there.
Wow.
It's about like gay vampires, and I definitely binge watched it. And I think Kat may have watched it, or at least seen it while I've been watching it. And a lot of the crew has also binge watched it. But I would say they're fairly similar in some ways. I think Carmilla's a little more badass than Ren. Ren's kind of like a huge dork and definitely not thousands of years old and doesn't drink blood. But Ava's
That you
definitely
know
got
of.
the same. Oh shit! Definitely doesn't have the same like, or she definitely has the same kind of like softness that Laura does. But that kind of like soft hard edge is a go-to. It works well for ships.
Merce.
Anna, any thoughts? Would you like to see a love triangle play out in the upcoming episodes / season 2?
Ooh, would I like to? That would be very exciting. Just trying to figure out like who. So it would be like Ren, Jones, and me, or would it be like?
I was gonna say that seems like that's gonna be what's up.
Yeah, or it could be like Ren, maybe Riley, and oh my gosh, why can't I think? Me, yeah. They would be. I don't know.
Or me, Taylor,
There's some.
Ava.
Yes, I was thinking that's.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I never know.
Oh, there's some solid love triangle for sure that can happen.
Backstabbing here. Some trickery. You taking my girl? Misunderstanding type stuff.
I know, misunderstanding for sure. Absolutely.
I like accidentally trip and fall onto Ava's face. You know what I mean?
We definitely had some. I feel like between like I was it Riley, Ren, and Ava that a couple of times you and Katie, Michael, and myself on set. I was like, "What's she talking?" She was taking photos of Ava all the time, and I was like, "The fuck, girl! Like that's my girl. I want photos with me."
No, it's gonna be okay. Here's what it's gonna be. Somebody is gonna be wearing too tight of pants. The other one is going to have to help get it off. And then this other one's significant other is going to walk in the door. And it's just going to look so bad. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Thought about it.
Wow. That's great. I'm glad that you've thought about this whole thing already. This is wonderful.
Great. I already have the 3rd and the 4th season done.
Wow. And then we all fix everything with a session of karaoke.
Yeah, in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Oh yeah, so Katie, Michael, Victoria already answered that her video game avatar would be sort of a helper fairy. What would your video game avatar be? What would Riley's video game avatar be?
Some sort of adventurer, like a Indiana Jones type person.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Because Indiana Jones also has a lot of theories about what's going on. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's like actually smart.
Yeah, I mean, no spoilers, but those illustrations might be in the works for a future episode. Won't say anything more than that, but be on the lookout.
We also have a comment by Noah that they say that they actually found out about this Recon through Tumblr. They say it's my main source of gay and I still have no regrets.
Hell yeah. Yo, Noah, want to teach me how to use Tumblr? Because I don't know how to use Tumblr. I'm on it right now and I don't understand. It's so confusing. I want Tumblr to be my main. I know. I want Tumblr to be my main source of gay. Why am I not getting my main source of gay? I don't understand.
There is.
I'm trying.
So much gay. Like, I don't know if
I know.
you guys have been watching, but we have some real gay gift sets from the show. We have some real gay thumbnails that we post on there. Some great like behind the scene pictures and all of that.
I want those
I'll
things.
try and send you some links.
Yeah, I want my main source of gay. Just want all of the gay. I want everything gay. So if I can make my internet gay, let's just make it happen. Oh goodness. Yeah, you just
Emma,
I'm scrolling down.
You've been saying that it gets real in the upcoming episodes, and what do you mean by that? Is something going to happen? Something not going to happen? Is it going to get real with respect to relationships or twists, or are we going to get another episode of The Hallway?
I was just talking about The Hallway with Justice, who's one of the EPs. We are considering a Hallway miniseries. Just so you know, no. Well, I mean, everything gets real. I don't think there's an element from here on out that doesn't get real. I mean, we left on such a cliffhanger. I'm trying not to spoil things. Well, there are some people that get beaten up. There are some systems that get hacked into. Chloroform spray makes an appearance. Japanese anime theme songs makes an appearance. It's just a lot of very tense moments. The gang has to kind of like finally face off with their big enemy, whoever that may be. So we learned some things.
To be continued. So I think that was about it from my end.
Yeah. Noah did say that they're willing to accept Victoria's offer to be her personal Tumblr guru. So you do have someone out there willing to teach you, Victoria.
Amazing. I'm really active on Instagram. That's the one thing Grandpa V is good about. So
yeah,
hit me up.
Yeah, we'll make sure to list everyone's social media in the description of this live stream once we like post it. You should go follow everyone. They're all sweet and wonderful human beings.
I will take all of the suggestions for Tumblr. So just feel like Twitter, it's a long gone situation. I had it. I read it for the news. Facebook, it's there for the family. Instagram is there for myself. And Tumblr is like the new thing to tackle, right? One thing at a time.
And on that note, let's hope that by the end of the show, Victoria knows how to tackle Tumblr, and we find out what is up with that chloroform spray and what is up with that duet. And yeah, tune in to watch Recon for the last couple of weeks that it's on. And that's about it. Thank you so much for participating. Do we have any other questions from you guys? Not by you guys. I mean the participants.
Yeah, last call for everyone on YouTube. I am watching your comments. If you want, you guys are always welcome to ask us on like Twitter, Tumblr. We have a Facebook page, but don't use it much. Instagram, anything. You're always welcome to ask questions, and we'll do our best to get them answered. But I think we're all good on YouTube questions. So, Arjun, if you want to wrap us up.
yeah, Katie Michael said last time a quote that is sort of applicable every time I talk about Recon. Shoot up a little bit of Recon and you'll be just fine. I'll say that again. So shoot up a little bit of Recon, you'll be just fine. We have a couple of episodes left, lots of exciting stuff coming up. Be sure to tune in and follow our cast on social media. Again, we're going to post their links in the YouTube video. And that's it. Thank you so much.
Cheers, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.